items.
Oh, what? Like what? Like what?
Why did they
Why
just
do you
walk
have
out
so
of it?
many power-ups? What? That was like level 20! What?
I've actually wanted to make a video about this for a really long time, but I guess now is the perfect occasion since I can't really, log on Hypixel. This is a 1.20 knockoff of party games on a German server called GommeHD, but in my opinion, this is actually better than Hypixel. I actually used to be on this party game's leaderboard too, but that was a really long time ago, and well, I guess now is the best time to play it again. So the way this game works is each player rolls a dice, and that's how far they move forwards on the board. You get a second roll if you place top 3 in a minigame.
Oh, I get the lowest roll possible. This game sucks.
And the winner is the person who makes it the furthest when reaching the end. There are 2 different maps, one where you finish at field 36, and one where you finish at field 45. This game has some minigames that are direct improvements from Hypixel, like it has this better version of Dive where you can get anywhere from 1 to 3 points depending on how many blocks are around the block you land in. You also lose a point if you miss, so the game encourages you to actually play risky. GommeHD's party games has some unique twists as well, like this version of Workshop where instead of crafting 5 items as fast as you can, you spawn in a random seed and you're given 2 minutes to craft or collect as many items as you can. This is why I always go for wood, because you can craft so many things in newer versions. GommeHD came up with its own minigames too, like this Elytra race which wouldn't be possible in Hypixel due to the version differences. You have to fly through 17 rings, and if you miss one, you go back to the last checkpoint you flew through. You only get 3 fireworks for the whole course, so you have to learn to use them wisely. Even the waiting lobby has minigames that you can play while you wait. All we get on Hypixel is an island to sit on while the game fills up. The way German party games uses newer versions allows it to get really creative with some of its games, like with Strider Race, which is a race on lava with the Strider mob from the Nether. Picking up a power-up makes you faster, but they're always in really tricky spots that are hard to reach, so they're rarely worth it. I personally never go for them, and it always gets me first place, but maybe someone who's really good at the game would pick them up. They also have this underwater race, which is kinda like chicken rings, but without the chickens. GommeHD really likes racing games, huh? In this game, you have to swim through as many rings as you can until you reach the finish line. If you reach the finish line first but you didn't swim through all the rings, you will lose to someone who finished after you but swam through more rings. The rings will sometimes be in caves, hard to reach or hard to see, so rushing the race might not be the best strat. There are power-ups you can collect along the way that will speed you up, but those can easily get stolen and aren't always worth it. GommeHD uses the newer versions to their full potential, not just by making games that Hypixel wouldn't be able to make, but also by pushing the bar really high with their in-game decoration. This extends to the Mine and Break minigame, which is basically Gom's version of speed builders. Just like the party games that I'm familiar with, German party games isn't 100% fair and has both its skill games and its RNG games. The best example of this is probably the new musical chairs minigame, where a limited amount of boats spawn in the sky when the music stops. They spawn at random locations, so no matter how good you are, you can lose by being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Layers is another racing game where you can be tricked by RNG. The objective of Layers is to reach the bottom layer as fast as you can, but some signs will trick you, and the map's indications can deceive you easily. Overall though, in my opinion, there are way more skill-based games than not, whether it's about aim, game sense, movement, typing speed, general Minecraft knowledge, and so on. The skill-based games like Knock the Box make up for the RNG games like musical chairs. Punch the Shulker, as I like to call it, relies exclusively on reaction time and aim, which are some of the same skills you'll find in Hypixel's Jigsaw Rush. In Punch the Shulker, yellow boxes give 1 point, blue boxes give 3 points, and red boxes remove a point. Another feature that makes this game unique is that in some of the minigames, there are power-ups that you can collect that will give you some form of advantage. Hot Potato is especially an interesting game because of all the different power-ups that you can collect. This game works similar to Hypixel's TNT tag, where at the end of each round, the hot potatoes are eliminated. As a hot potato, you can use the clock to increase the timer and chase your opponent for longer. But everyone, including hot potatoes and runners, can go invisible, slow others down, and send cobweb traps. And the winner is the last man standing. One of my personal favorites is the Find the NPC minigame. You spawn in a small map with a bunch of NPCs, and you have to find as many NPCs as you can in 2 minutes. On the map, there are power-ups that you can collect which tell you where the NPC is, either by giving you a compass, or by straight up highlighting the NPC. You can also look for the first NPC before the game starts, which will save you a couple seconds since you're kinda supposed to speedrun this. The silliest thing I found about this party games though isn't about the games, but about how you progress through the game and win. While you do get some better rolls the better you place, there are so many random things that can just happen, like going back several fields. or just even getting TP to the end. This is why the leaderboard for this party games is based on points earned and not wins, but I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot how points are calculated. At least, GommeHD allows ties to happen. On Hypixel, some party games allow you to tie for first, but you can't tie for second or third, and there are too many stupid tiebreakers. Gom allows ties for second and third place, which makes the game more fair in my opinion. Essentially, I think this is what Hypixel was trying to achieve through arcade games, a chill mode where the win doesn't matter, and where you just play because the game is fun. I've gotta admit though, GommeHD did a better job at that. Gom's unique combination of PvP, reaction time, movement, game sense, and even RNG makes me enjoy this as much as Hypixel, if not more. The difference though is this game can take forever to queue alone, so you always have to queue with friends. This is why I highly encourage you to try this out with friends if you ever get bored of Hypixel, cause this could be your new favorite game. If you enjoyed this, subscribe cause next time I'm reviewing a Spanish knockoff of party games that I know much less about, so I'll be going in blind.
Yeah.